from the edge here down to this point is 6 inches. So this is 6 inches, okay, and from here to this point is 5 inches, okay. So from here to this point is 16 inches. All right, so my sleeve length is 22 inches. So from this point to this point is the original sleeve length minus the full sleeve length, which is 22 inches. All right, so here is my bicep line. From this point to this point is the part that I want to use for my puff, okay, because I need some puff on the peak, you know, the shoulder line, okay, and that's the reason I added 6 inches. All right, so here I will just make do with 16 inches, then I will complete it later with another fabric. All right, so you know, according to the picture that you have on your screen right now, is the sleeve comprises of two different fabrics. So here I'm inserting my bicep measurement plus 2 inches. All right, here I don't really need all this, you know, lines, the original draft of the sleeve, okay. So here is what that is very important to me. So I will just connect right from the guideline down to my bicep line, okay. So here I don't really need it, okay. I just drafted it just for a kind of guide, okay, when I'm, you know, drawing my curve, my sleeve curve, okay. So this is actually what I need. And of course, do not forget to add your seam allowance, because I added my seam allowance as well, okay, 1/2 inch seam allowance. So can you see? So I will just extend the line down from here to this point. I will measure it and transfer to this point, okay. Then with my straight ruler, I will connect it to have a straight line. I don't need to indicate the back or the front of the sleeve. I will just leave the curve the way it is, okay. There's no need of back or front. I don't need that. Okay, so this is what I have. Can you see? So no back, no front. This is what I am going to be using, right? All right, so I'll be attaching kente, you know, another fabric, to the net that I'll be using as the top part of the sleeve. All right, so I am cutting right now. So this is what I have, and I'll fold this way and cut. So this is what I have right now. Here I have cut the one that would, you know, complete my sleeve, and this is 8 inches plus 1 seam allowance, 9 inches. Okay, like I said, my sleeve length, my full sleeve length is 22. So, and this, the white part, where I'm, you know, this, the first part of the sleeve is 16 inches in length. Okay, so, and minus 22 to make, sorry, yeah, minus 22 to make 6. And I added 2 inches to it. You know, I'll be smoking it. I'll be using an elastic thread for it. So I decided to add 2 inches to the 6 inches. So to balance it, right? So here for my collar, I have my pattern, the shoulder line, very important. The front part, you remember this pattern, my princess dart pattern, okay? So I will be dropping the link in the description box, you know, where you can learn how to make a princess dart. Okay, so here I'll be measuring 2 inches from the shoulder tip into the pattern this way. This is the front part, Okay, so this is 2 inches, and here is 2 inches as well. Okay, so now I'm going to place the neck point of the back and the neck point of the front together. The two have to match up while I rotate the rest of the shoulder, the back shoulder line, into the front pattern to match up with the 2 inches marking that I had already made on the pattern. Can you see what I'm trying to do right now? I'm using my pin now to stabilize it. Can you see? So here must match up. Very, very important. Okay. The neck point must match up, not overlap. You must not overlap the neck point, but the rest of the shoulder, of course, you have to overlap it. Okay. So I'm going to measure, I'm going to just tuck in or fold in the zipper allowance. So here I'll be measuring 3.5 inches right from the neckline into the back. Okay. And then I'll measure 3.5 inches all the way around. So, and I'm connecting the point this way. So I'm trying to just tape down the neck point, okay, because it's shifting. So here I need another paper, and of course I need to reshape the center front. You can see what I'm doing, okay. So I'm reshaping the center front. So now that I'm done shaping it, I'm putting it or placing it on another paper, using my pin to make it, you know, secure it on the paper. So now I'm just like trying to transfer this draft, okay, or this pattern, this new pattern, color pattern, onto another paper. So I need tracing wheel to trace the rest. Next is to highlight it properly and add my seam allowance, half-inch seam allowance all round. So after, you know, doing all of this, I'm going to cut it out. I'm just adding my seam allowance. So I'm cutting out right away. All right, so this is what I have. Okay, so to place it on my fabric, I need to fold it this way. I'm cutting 4, and that's why I need to place it like this. So I have cut this. I cut 4 of this. 2 will be on one side and 2 will be on the other side. Okay, so of course 2 in 1. I will use 1 to turn 1 to make one color on this side, then on this side of the neck as well. So and look at it, like this is 2 and this is also 2, and because this is nets, you can see how transparent it the holes on it. So I decided to cut white crepe, because of course it's white color. I decided to cut white crepe, and on the wrong side of the white crepe I added interfacing. Okay, I just ironed interfacing on the wrong side. Then after that I placed hemming gum. I just cut into few pieces and laid it on the right side of the crepe, and I took one of the nets to cover it and ironed it, and that's why it's like this. So this is nets, this is crepe, I mean, with fusible interfacing and with the white net covering it on the right side, you can see, and that is why it's like this. Can you see? So this is like 2-in-1 crepe and net because of the hemming gum. Okay, and that's why it's, of course, is like this. So, and I also did the other side here. Can you see? So this is what I have. So I will use, when I'm ready, I will now use this one to cover it. I will use it to turn it wrong side to wrong side. Sorry. Wrong side to, what am I saying? Right side to right side. Okay. So I'll do it this way. And sew from here. Sew like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. Then after that, I'm going to turn it. I will turn it to the right side. Okay, of course, you know this is the wrong side. So I'll turn it, once I'm done like that, I'll turn it to the right side. Don't forget that this is going to be the neckline. Okay, and this is the center back. And this is the center front. I hope you understand. So I'll turn it to the right side to, of course, to make it one before I attach to the neck. So that's what I'm going to do for the 2, right? So, okay, because I want just like little puff on the shoulder, right? So that's why I made it longer like this. The original sleeve length is 16, and I want something long, like probably 22. So I decided to cut 16 from here to here, 16 inches, and I cut 6 inches plus 2 because I'm going to be smoking. So I cut anyway. My full length is 22 inches minus 16. That's 6 inches. So, but because I want to smoke it, you know, with an elastic thread, let me show you. I hope you know what I mean by elastic thread. So this is an elastic thread. Can you see? So I'm going to use it to smoke it, just to gather it together, you know, make it a bit smaller, right? So that's what I will do. And that's why I added 2 inches to the length, to that 6 inches. Because by the time I, you know, smoke, and of course it will look small, right? So I decided to, you know, increase the length by 2 inches. And I added ½ inch here, ½ inch here. So I'm going to just fold in ½ inch neatly, both the top and the bottom. So this is for these 2 sleeves. Okay, so I will just fold it like this. So I'll fold it this way. I'll fold it again like that to the end. Then I'll do the same on the other side as well, the down part. I'll fold it, and sew. So I'll do it for the 2. Okay, so when I'm done doing that, I will now open the sleeve. You know, the lacy part of the sleeve. You will smoke this first, then you now join it to this. Okay, after smoking, you just, you know, open up the fabric, because by the time you finish smoking, the fabric would have, you know, come together, would have been gathered together. So you just open up and you attach this on it, just place it on it like this, and you keep opening it till you are able to finish joining, just, you know, sewing. The idea is we are trying to bring everything together, right? So that is just the idea. So, and after that, you will place it right side to right side, just put it this way, then join it, okay? By the time you finish joining, then you can now do what? Attach to, I will now attach it to my armhole, okay? So I will attach, I can measure like 3 inches from here, aside the seam. Of course, the seam allowance would have been covered up by the time you joined the on the hem seam. So from here, just measure like 3 inches up, 3 inches up. So the remaining, then you can start pleating, or just, you know, ensure that this side is a bit puffy. That's all. That's just the idea. So just do it in such a way that maybe by the time you get here, you start, you know, pinning, and you get here, you stop. Then you can now pleat like that, and that will be all. So that is just what I want to show you. And of course, once I'm done, then I will. Then by the time I am attaching this to the neck, you know, so I will attach from the wrong side of the dress, okay, of the neck into the right side. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I will join it. I will join this on the wrong side of the dress, so that by the time I finish joining, I can now turn it to the outside. So I will just, you know, say one or two things on it by the time I am wearing the dress for you guys to see. So this is just what I am about to do, and it's very, very simple. I don't want the video to be too long. I would have loved to show you everything, but it will be too long, okay? So anyway, so this is what I have, and, you know, let's just continue, and by the time I'm done, I will let you know. Okay. So this is the outcome. You can see how firm the down part of the sleeve is, and also I added elastic on the wrist part, on the wrist of the sleeve. You can see, so that it can be firm on my wrist. This is the outcome of the dress. You can see how beautiful it's looking right now. This is the princess that, can you see, from the armhole here, from the armhole here, and it's coming down. This is what I have. This is the collar. This is my sleeve. Yeah, I hope it's looking nice. Okay, this is the smoky part, and it's not bad, and the puffy, you know, on the shoulder as well. This is nice, so that I'll be able to see it. This is it. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.